comfortable.
Yeah, I like
so
presenting.
that's a very admirable trait. Not many people can say that. All right, Elsie.
Alright, so before I start, I brought a couple of products here today. I have Purell hand sanitizer and I have Clorox disinfecting wipes. By show of hands, how many of you people have used these or are familiar with these and have used these to clean surfaces or kill bacteria? Okay, so I'm testing the validity of over-the-counter antibacterial products that claim that they kill 99.9% of bacteria. So if you have any questions, you can read the full text behind me, but basically I'm going to explain it in a shorter notion. So the abstract says, in this experiment, I'm going to test the validity of the antibacteria, the claim that they kills 99.9% of bacteria, and I hypothesize that, basically in my hypothesis, I'm going to discuss that I am testing on C. elegans, which are a small worm, about 1 millimeter long. They're transparent, and have been used since the 1963 when they were introduced to science by Sidney Brenner, and they're found very effective because they're very simple, and we know a lot about their digestive system, and we know a lot about everything seems to be kind of similar in the way that they take things, and so according to the Consumers Union of the United States in 2011, the FDA has not approved a single claim on kills 99.9% of bacteria. So everything that they say here, that it kills 99.9% of bacteria, is fake and is not actually approved by the FDA, because in 1947 the FDA published guidelines for testing and effectiveness requirements that you needed to send in order to have such claims, but has never been finalized to this date. And so well-known over-the-counter kills bacteria products have been just saying this, and it's not actually been finalized. So in my abstract, I predict that when given the C. elegans, that they will perish after being given the antibacteria the bacteria that I'm using, which is a pathogenic bacteria, which is a disease-causing bacteria. And it will be, I will be testing them on the C. elegans and giving them at first, okay, so this will be my procedure. First, I am going to place the C. elegans inside a culture kit and let them fully develop. But then I'm going to take 4 peri dishes, and I have as my testers, I'm going to test Lysol no-touch hand soap, soft soap that is clean production, liquid hand soap, and Purell instant hand sanitizer. And I'm going to set up each test product in 3 different peri dishes, and then I'm going to have 1 peri dish that does not have any hand sanitizer, so any antibacterial to protect the C. elegans from the pathogenic bacteria. And then I'm going to place the C. elegans from their culture kit to the peri dishes using a worm picker that I am constructing from 32 gauge platinum wire at the tip of a Pasteur pipette, which I found out how to construct. And I'm going to transfer approximately 30 C. elegans into each Petri dish and let that sit for about 5 hours so that they can have enough time to be exposed to the antibacteria. And then after 5 hours is up, on the 5th hour, I'm going to transfer those C. elegans to a 4 separate peri dishes that are all filled with a smooth, thin layer of the pathogenic bacteria, which is again a disease-causing bacteria. And I'm going to let that sit for 15 hours. And I got this procedure from an online source called animalresearch.info. And this procedure consists of, was constructed by Bob Goldstein in 2007. And I'm going to take 4 small peri dishes and fill them with a smooth, thin center on the bottom of the peri dish, and transfer the 30 C. elegans from each Petri dish into each one of the 4 Petri dishes containing the pathogenic bacteria. And after 15 hours, the procedure was shown that if a significant amount of the C. elegans had perished, that the antibacterial was proved to not be effective, and they were not in contact with an effective antibacterial substance within the product, as they so claim, to kill 99.9% of bacteria. And so if there is a significant amount found to be alive or have survived, you would be able to deduce that the C. elegans were in contact with an effective bacteria-killing antibacterial. So my hypothesis, what I suggest was going to happen, is that I suggest that the C. elegans will perish after being exposed to pathogenic bacteria if over-the-counter antibacterials are ineffective for fighting off disease-causing bacteria. I do not believe that the products will be effective in helping the C. elegans fight off the antibacterial, just mostly because that they're such common products and so cheaply used, and that I believe that there's a reason that the FDA has not approved a single claim of any lotion ever. And so for the materials, I will need to buy Lysol. I will need to buy my 3 test products, a compound light microscope, and then my pathogenic bacteria, which is Enterococcus facilis. And this pathogenic bacteria is known to have triggered to be a common source of identifying antibacterial products. And in the experiment that I based my procedure off of, it talked about how they were found to be able to identify chemicals with antibacterial properties by doing the same exact last 4 steps that I plan to do. And so using this experiment, I will hopefully encourage consumers to seek an alternative method for protecting themselves against bacteria, and to also question next time you see a kills 99.9% bacteria claim on a product such as this, and also hopefully expose and break the monopoly of such companies, and also further protect the public from buying into potential false claims.
Okay, do you guys have any questions?
Yes, Daniel?
Okay, so the little C. elegans go in the Purell first, and then, so when you put Purell on your hands, is it cleaning what's already on your hands, or is it protecting you against things that you touch in the future?
It can be both, I found. It can also clean your hands of bacteria, but you'd have to remove it pretty well. I've found that if you use it before, it will hopefully coat the C. elegans in antibacterial, so when they're faced with that bacteria, that they will already be protected, instead of doing the other way around where they might already die before I give them the antibacteria. Hannah? Or Julia?
Oh, sorry. Are you injecting them with the bacteria?
No, I'm going to create a smooth, thin layer on the bottom of the Petri dish so they can be completely exposed to it. Yeah.
Are you going to have a control where 30 C. elegans aren't exposed?
Yes, that
to
would be my
any
4th
bacteria?
Petri dish that is not exposed to either one of the 3 test products that I'm using. And that will not be exposed to any antibacterial and will be immediately placed into the bacteria.
But is there a control that's not exposed to the bacteria at all?
No, because we're just testing the effect of antibacterials on bacteria.
Well, I have a question about how do we know that the antibacterial is not harmful to the C. elegans? So I think what Julie's question is, if you just did one without bacteria and just C. elegans and antibacterial to see if there is an effect of just the antibacterial?
Just the antibacterial on the, oh, okay.
Would that make
Yes,
sense?
I see what you're saying. I'll take that into account.
I guess my question would be why not, or why not just test the antibacterial on the bacteria? Why C. elegans?
Well, they have common properties in their immune system to humans, and so, or to animals. And so if we test it on C. elegans, it will kind of give us an idea, or just a really simple idea of the way it will affect us. So if we'll know if the results will be a little bit more similar than if we just tested directly on the bacteria.
Okay. Also, do we know that the bacteria is harmful? Do we know? Because it says 99.9. Is there a way to determine like how
That
much?
is the thing. Like when it says kills 99.9% of bacteria, not all bacteria is actually harmful to you. Some bacteria that lives in your body actually, if you lose it, you'll become sick. And all of us in our body, we have bacteria that is actually useful to us. So these claims are not actually as specific as they need to be. The pathogenic bacteria, however, that I'm testing is a pathogenic bacteria by definition is a disease-causing bacteria. So these antibacterial products will be tested on a bacteria that is known to be harmful.
Okay. Thank you.